Arsenal fans, we need to talk. With the transfer window heating up and crucial decisions looming, three major topics are dominating discussions: Thomas Partey's uncertain future, Michael Oliver's controversial refereeing, and whether Matheus Cunha is the right striker for Arsenal. Has Thomas Partey done enough to earn a new contract, or is the club right to move on from him? Should Michael Oliver ever officiate an Arsenal match again, given his history of questionable decisions against us? And is Matheus Cunha the missing piece in our attack, or just another forward who won't solve our biggest problem? These are the debates dividing Gooners right now. And in this video, we're breaking it all down, backed by stats, performances, and the bigger picture. Stick around, drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get into it. Arsenal are reportedly preparing for life without Thomas Partey, as his contract is set to expire at the end of this season. Despite the Ghanaian midfielder showing improved fitness and consistency in recent months, there are indications that the club might not offer him a contract extension. This has raised concerns among fans, especially considering Partey's quality and importance to the team. Since joining Arsenal, Partey has struggled with injuries, which kept him sidelined for long stretches during the earlier years of his career. His injury record frustrated fans, who often saw a player of his caliber spending more time off the pitch than on it. However, in the past season, Partey has made significant strides, managing to stay fit and deliver strong performances. His fitness has improved, and he has become a more reliable presence in the team, with many surprised by his consistency and overall contributions. Partey remains one of the most talented players in the squad. His ability to control the midfield, break up opposition attacks, and shield the defense is unmatched by any other player in his position at the club. His leadership and experience are invaluable, especially in crucial matches. However, this season, Partey has often been deployed in a right-back role, which has led to speculation that the club no longer sees him as central to their long-term midfield plans. Typically, players who stay fit and perform well are offered new contracts, but Arsenal appear to be preparing to move on from the 31-year-old. While age is a factor in such decisions, Partey's current form suggests he could continue playing at a high level for another 2 years, especially with his injury issues behind him. His departure could leave a void in the midfield that might be difficult to fill, particularly given the club's aspirations of winning major trophies. For many, it would make sense for Arsenal to keep Partey, given his quality and experience. His ability to break up attacks and control the game is crucial to the team's system, and replacing him would not be easy. However, if Arsenal are indeed ready to part ways with him, it raises questions about their long-term midfield plans. If Partey remains fit and continues to deliver strong performances, he could still have a place at the club. But if Arsenal's decision is to let him go, it could be a gamble that they may regret in the future, especially if they struggle to find a suitable replacement. Michael Oliver is widely regarded as one of the Premier League's most experienced and accomplished referees, but his career has not been without controversy, particularly when officiating Arsenal matches. The latest incident, which occurred during Arsenal's match against Wolves, has reignited criticism of his decisions in games involving the Gunners. Oliver issued a straight red card to young Arsenal player Myles Lewis-Skelly for a foul that many observers, including rival fans, felt only warranted a yellow card. Despite being down to 10 men, Arsenal went on to secure the win, but the incident has sparked renewed debate about Oliver's officiating when it comes to Arsenal. Oliver, who has been a Premier League referee since 2010, is known for handling high-profile matches. He is trusted with important fixtures due to his experience and reputation. However, over the years, many Arsenal supporters have grown frustrated with his decisions during their matches. A closer look at the statistics shows that Oliver has officiated 55 of Arsenal's games, issuing 97 yellow cards and 8 red cards. This makes Arsenal the team that Oliver has penalized the most with red and yellow cards, and it's a stat that hasn't gone unnoticed by fans. Whether or not it's a coincidence, many Arsenal supporters feel their team suffers disproportionately under his officiating. The decision to send off Lewis-Skelly only added fuel to the fire. While Arsenal fans were upset, the call also sparked disbelief from neutrals and rival supporters, who all questioned the severity of the punishment. This decision is just the latest in a series of controversial officiating moments involving Arsenal. In recent seasons, the club has found itself on the receiving end of several questionable decisions, adding to the feeling that there's a worrying pattern when Oliver is in charge of their matches. Oliver's status as one of the top referees in England is unquestionable, and his experience in big games is well-earned. However, incidents like these raise questions about whether he should continue officiating Arsenal's games. While it might be unfair to outright accuse him of bias, the numbers and the recurring nature of these decisions have led many to believe that there could be an issue. For fans, it feels like their team is being unfairly treated every time Oliver takes charge of their games. The ongoing criticism of Oliver's officiating suggests that it might be worth considering whether he should be assigned to Arsenal's matches in the future. In order to restore a sense of fairness and balance, it could be wise for the Premier League to appoint a different official when Arsenal are involved. This might help alleviate the growing frustration among Arsenal fans and ensure that they feel their team is receiving a fair shake in matches, free from any potential bias or perception of unfairness. Arsenal's search for a new striker in this transfer window has been extensive, with links to several players both overseas and in England. The need for reinforcements in the attacking department has been a major talking point among fans and pundits alike. One name that keeps surfacing in discussions is Matheus Cunha. The Brazilian forward, currently plying his trade at Wolves, has been on Arsenal's radar for some time, with reports suggesting that the club's interest predates this window. Given his performances this season, it's easy to understand why. In a Wolves side that has had its fair share of struggles, Cunha has managed to stand out, often providing a spark of creativity and energy that his team desperately needs. His technical ability, agility, and attacking intelligence have helped him contribute significantly, registering 10 goals and 4 assists in the Premier League so far. Numbers like these naturally attract attention, and it's no surprise that several top clubs, including Arsenal, are closely monitoring his situation, considering whether he could be the ideal addition to their squad. But despite these impressive figures, the real question remains: is Cunha truly the striker that Arsenal needs right now? And perhaps more importantly, would he solve the issues that have been evident in Arsenal's forward line this season? That's where the debate gets interesting. On the surface, Cunha's contributions at Wolves paint a picture of an impactful attacker, but when you break down his playing style, some doubts start to emerge. One of the key concerns is his role within a team. If we compare him to someone already within Arsenal's squad, Gabriel Jesus comes to mind as the closest match in terms of attributes. Both players are mobile, technically gifted, and offer more than just goals. They contribute to the build-up, link play effectively, and bring dynamism to final third. However, this similarity is precisely where the dilemma lies. Arsenal doesn't necessarily need another forward in the same mold as Jesus. What the team requires is a more traditional number 9, someone who can lead the line with a strong presence, act as a focal point, and consistently convert chances into goals. Cunha, for all his talents, doesn't quite fit that profile. He is more comfortable operating as a second striker or an advanced number 10 rather than an out-and-out forward. This is not to say that he lacks the quality to succeed at a club like Arsenal, but it raises legitimate questions about whether he would address the team's most pressing attacking concerns. A particularly insightful moment in assessing Cunha's suitability for Arsenal came when the Gunners faced Wolves this past weekend. This matchup provided an opportunity to watch him closely, evaluate his movements, and analyze how he influences a game against high-quality opposition. While his performance was far from poor, it also wasn't particularly eye-catching. He had some good moments, showing flashes of his skill, his ability to carry the ball forward, and his willingness to press defenders. However, he didn't leave a lasting impression as the kind of transformational striker who could single-handedly elevate Arsenal's attacking prowess. It's important to note that this isn't necessarily a knock on Cunha himself. After all, playing in a struggling Wolves side might be limiting his ability to fully express himself. The context of his environment plays a role, and perhaps a move to a more dominant team with greater attacking structure could unlock another level to his game. This is a factor worth considering before making a final judgment. So, where does that leave Arsenal in this debate? Should they take a gamble on Cunha's potential, or should they be setting their sights elsewhere? The answer largely depends on what the club sees as the priority for this window. If the goal is to add depth and bring in another versatile attacker who can rotate across different positions, then Cunha could certainly be a useful asset. However, if Arsenal is in search of a definitive game-changing striker, someone who can offer a different dimension to the attack, a true finisher who thrives in the penalty box, then Cunha may not be the ideal solution. Ultimately, the decision rests with Arsenal's recruitment team, but as fans, we can't help but speculate and debate. What do you think, Gooners? Would Cunha be a smart addition to the squad, or should Arsenal be aiming for a different profile of striker? Drop your thoughts in comments, and let's keep the discussion going.